Hi, I'm Anna, and I decided to do a little bit of a makeup tutorial today. The reason I thought a makeup tutorial would be a good idea is because it took me a really long time to figure out how to wear makeup to the gym. A lot of people are told that you should never wear makeup when you're working out, and although it might be best to not wear makeup, that is kind of hard for a lot of people to follow. Gyms are really big and there's a lot of people there, and sometimes you want to feel your best. For me, I know that sometimes I work out in the middle of my day where I have errands or I need to go somewhere afterwards, and I don't have enough time to completely wipe my face free of makeup and then put it back on at the end. So I decided to do a makeup tutorial that would be good for any kind of workout, no matter how hard. Generally, you can wear more makeup if you're not doing something cardio that will make you sweat harder. But this makeup tutorial is good. I have used it before, and it should hold up pretty well, and it shouldn't be too heavy, so it won't make you break out. So hopefully this works for you, and the makeup tutorial is coming up. Thanks. So let's get started. So I've already washed my face and I've put on moisturizer and under eye cream. I do have under eye circles, if you can tell. So that's all done. I've also put on SPF, and that's important no matter where you are. I'm sure your gym has windows, and light that comes in from windows is just as bad as if you're standing out in the sun. So make sure you have your sunscreen, and make sure it's not too harsh of a sunscreen. I like sunscreens that are specifically for the face because they tend to not clog pores as much. So after that, what I like to do is use a makeup primer. And basically what a primer does is it makes sure that your makeup doesn't move around a lot. Even if you get sweaty, even if it's really hot out, it makes sure that your makeup stays in place. So I like the number 28 by Hourglass serum. It's a hydration primer serum. There's a bunch of primers out there, drugstore brand and everything. I like this one because I tend to have really dry skin. So I just kind of focus on the places that I tend to get the most sweaty. Then you kind of have to sit and wait for it to dry. Alright, so now that that's dry, I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer. So it's that. It also has a sunscreen in it, but I like to use extra sunscreen because 20 just isn't enough for your face, and also this has color in it, so it dilutes the sunscreen. So I just rub this on with my fingers. You can use, blender brush, but I find it works just fine with fingers. Alright, so that definitely helped even my skin tone out. And next, what I'm going to do is actually my eyebrows. Okay, and I know that seems really weird, but I'm really particular about my eyebrows, and I feel like if your eyebrows look good, then you kind of look done. And also, eyebrows are one of those things that you can do, and it likely won't melt off your face. Unlike eyeshadows or blush or bronzer or stuff like that, like if you do your eyebrows and work out, they're probably gonna look the same. So I use the Benefit Brow Kit and just a Sephora Pro Brow brush. It just kind of has like that pointed end to it. So I just did that in here, and I just kind of lightly go over my brows just to fill them in, make them look more defined. And I feel like if I have my eyebrows done, then I don't really need much for my eyes because it frames the eyes so well. Also, I recently saw this picture of Grace Kelly, like a before and after thing, and the main thing she had was her eyebrows were redone, and it just changed her look. I mean, obviously she's gorgeous, but she looked even better with amazing brows. I focus on the arch, like right here too, like kind of defining that the most. It's always better to put more on top than underneath, because everyone wants their eyebrows to be higher. All right, so next what I'm going to do is curl my eyelashes and put on a mascara. I don't usually need waterproof mascara. For some reason, mascara stays on my lashes even if I don't really want it there anymore. It takes forever to get off. But I would recommend a waterproof mascara. That would be my best bet for it staying on your lashes, even if you sweat, even if you jump in the pool. There are some really good waterproof mascaras out there. Giorgio Armani's Eyes to Kill waterproof mascara is supposed to be one of the best waterproof mascaras. So there's that. I'm going to use the Chanel Le Volume in number 40. It's actually a brown color. And the reason I'm doing it in like this brown color is because I have pretty dark lashes anyway, and I don't want them to be too stark and too, oh, her lashes are done. I want it to be a little bit more natural and a little bit softer. So I'm going to curl my lashes and put on the brown mascara. So that's done. You can really tell on my lower lashes. My upper lashes, they're just kind of, they do what they do, and yeah. The next thing I'm going to do is actually tightline my upper lash line. The reason I do this is because it's really hard to wear eyeliner at the gym. There's some really great waterproof eyeliners, but even so, if you get sweaty out all around your eyes and you wipe it, there's no promise that your eyes aren't going to be looking wonky. So I like to tightline because never have I ever had tightlining get anywhere other than, you know, in the inner line of my eyes. It's really hard to kind of rub out unless you're really rubbing at your eyes. So basically what tightlining is it's lining the inner part of your lash line, and all it does is make your eyes look more defined and kind of thicken up your lash line. So it makes your lashes look thicker and it kind of defines your eyes a little bit more, and that's a really good alternative to eyeshadow because I've tried and it's really hard to wear eyeshadow to the gym. If you're working out hard, if you're doing weightlifting and it's a pretty light day, then eyeshadow is generally not a problem, but this is for more like if you're going to the gym and doing intervals or running. Anyway, so I'm going to use the 24/7 Urban Decay. It's not a waterproof, and I would really recommend a waterproof, but like I said before, for some reason makeup goes on my face and it stays there. So I just don't have any waterproof eyeliners. But I really like this one because it's really easy gliding. It doesn't tug or pull at the eyes. So I'm going to tight line, so I'm just going to pull up and line kind of right at the lash line. So if you can tell between my two eyes, kind of just gives extra definition. All right. So I'm going to use a stain, and I'm going to use the Benefit just two Cha Cha Tint. And the reason I'm using a stain is because even if it does happen to move during the workout, and even if it does kind of fade, it stains your cheeks. So even if the outer part fades a little bit, then the stain will still remain. So that's kind of what I'm using, and I find it to be a really, really good stain. So it comes in like a little brush like this, and if you put it just on your cheeks with a brush, I find that you'll always get a line because it's a stain and it just kind of automatically stains. So I'm going to put it in my hands first like that, and then rub it and kind of pat it along. I might need a little more, but I just have, my skin does not have a normal blush. It just kind of is the same color. I'm going to put a little on my temples. Alright, so last thing I'm going to do is put on concealer. The reason I'm doing this last is because most likely I'll need to reapply after the gym. Everything else, I generally don't need to reapply after a workout, even if it's a really hard workout. But concealer is something that no matter what I do, it always seems to fade. So I'm going to use the Clinique Airbrush Concealer Pen. I think this is number 4. And I like this because I can easily slip it in my purse and just do a touch up in the bathroom on my way out. And I have pretty bad under eye circles, and I like it a lot for under eye circles. I like it better than the Touche Éclat, even though I know a lot of people use the YSL Touche Éclat. But I just don't like that one as much because I don't feel like it conceals as well. Like, so for this, I'm using it also on some discoloration on my forehead. Oh, that's still kind of there, but I don't want to go any heavier. Kind of around my nose, but definitely a lot under my eyes. Definitely brightens up under my eyes. All right. So there you go. Last thing I'm going to do is lip balm. My lips get pretty dry when I work out. I'm breathing really hard and it just dries out my lips no matter how much water I drink. My lips get pretty dry because of the breathing, and also if you drink a lot of water, it doesn't really help your lips too much. So I really like this Dior lip glow. It's a lip balm, but it has just a little bit of color that actually changes to your pigment of your lips. It turns a really pretty pink on mine, and it also lasts a really long time, and it's also hydrating, so my lips just don't get as dry. But I always have to reapply after I work out. But I love this stuff. Clearly I've used it. That's all I have left. So I'm going to apply that. You can tell already it kind of is a pretty color. Alright, so the last thing that I like to do before I work out is spray a light toner all over my face, and it just helps set the makeup, and also it feels really fresh and good. And it kind of moisturizes while it sets everything, and it really helps keep my makeup in place. I like the Fresh Floral Rose Toner. Rose water is so good for your skin. It's so hydrating. And so basically what I do is I just kind of spray it lightly, and then I kind of let it set. And then I take a little cotton pad and I just kind of pat a little bit just to set everything in place. And also what's really great is that if I don't have time to, use a makeup wipe and redo anything, after I work out, I'll do the same thing. I'll spray my face probably a little bit more, and then I'll pat it again, and it kind of helps soak up a little bit. If you have extra sweat or something laying down, I might do it like a couple times just to get up the, remaining sweat that I might have on my face, and it really clears it up. Then I'll go back in with my concealer and kind of conceal the areas that I need to. And then if I'm going anywhere, I might just put on eyeshadow real quick, maybe redo my mascara, and then I'm good to go. So I guess that is what I do for makeup when I go to the gym, and hopefully that helped you guys. Anyway, it was good to see you. Bye.